Welcome to Papa's Workshop. In today's video, I've got a little home project that I need to do before coming back down into the shop. And what I'm going to be doing is installing this shower head into the shower upstairs. Now this has a 7 spray pattern that is really nice. And the hose that connects to this is also made out of metal. Another very nice feature. And all you need to be able to do to be able to install this is just have one simple wrench. Everything else is included. So let's head up to the shower and get this installed. Now this old shower head has been up here for quite some time. And it only had 5 spray patterns and it's got this plastic hose. And it's time to be able to replace this and improve the shower head that I have. I want to go ahead and show you exactly what's inside of this box. When you open up the box, the first thing you're going to notice is that it has the Teflon tape. Nice feature that you don't see often. The next thing that you're going to get is the hose itself. Now this is a metal hose, which is nice versus the plastic. Now let's move on to the shower head. One of the things that I really like is the 7 spray pattern. And as you move this and it clicks from one to the next pattern, you can actually feel and hear it snap into position. As we move on to the next part, this is the bracket that will actually mount to the pipe that comes out the wall, and it will hold the shower head. Of course, we're going to have the instructions that you can follow to make sure you do the installation correctly. Finally, a little bonus feature is you have this hair guard that you can put right down at the bottom of the tub on the drain to be able to catch any hair. This is actually good because you really don't want that hair to go down the drain. And all you need to do is just drop it in place and you're done. Now this is the part that's going to screw onto the shower nozzle that comes out of the wall. And inside of here you have a little screen that will actually help to catch the debris, and you have the washer that's inside of here also. So let me grab the Teflon tape and I'll put that on next. The first thing that you want to do is remove all of that old Teflon tape. Now off camera I went ahead and removed the majority of it, and I have just a little bit left that's just being a little bit stubborn. So I'm going to go ahead and get that removed. When you put the Teflon tape on it, you want to just kind of push it into the threads and then wrap it around 3 times. And that gives you a good amount of Teflon tape. When you're all done with that, just pull, stretch it, and it will pop. You do not want to cut it. You want that raveled end to be able to be pushed right down into the threads. And then from there, just smooth it out and just wrap your fingers around it, and it forces that Teflon tape into the threads. Next, you just take this bracket and screw it into the pipe itself. And you'll find that this generally screws on very easily. Now when you grab the pliers just to finish tightening it, you don't want to mar the finish of this bracket. So take a face cloth, wrap it around this bracket, and then put the pliers on there. That way you can finish tightening it and you're not going to damage the finish. Now that you have this installed, the next thing we're going to take a look at is the hose, because we'll need to screw the hose onto there. On each end of the hose you have this clear plastic that protected the finish. You also have this blue cap that just unscrews, and then you can lift off that clear plastic. Now you can discard that blue cap, and you can also discard this clear plastic protective cover, because all it was there for was to protect the finish of the hose itself. Now you can see the rubber gasket in the end of each of these hoses. They also give you a couple of extra rubber gaskets if you ever need them. To install the hose, we're going to do the same as we did before. We're going to add the Teflon tape. And I'm going to start out the same way, push it down into the threads, and I'm going to wrap this around 3 times. And again, that's going to give good amount of Teflon tape to be able to work its way into those threads. When I'm done, I stretch it, it tears, and then I just rub it into place. From there, then I can just grab the hose and screw the hose on. And that's going to create a watertight seal. So you have the Teflon tape, and you also have that rubber gasket that's going to protect it from leaking. The last thing I'm going to do is take my face cloth and protect that fitting, and I'm going to use the pliers and tighten it just a little bit. About another half a turn is all that's necessary. Now it's time to go ahead and connect the shower head. Now this thread is actually plastic, and you really don't need to have the Teflon tape on this. But remember, you do have that rubber gasket in there. And I'm just going to hand tighten this, and the installation is done. So now all that's left is to test it out and show you the different spray patterns. Maybe I'm not going to head back to the shop as quick as I had planned. I think it's a good idea to hop in the shower and test out this new shower head. Well, there you go. One more item done that I can check off my list of the home repairs to do. This shower head actually is very nice, and it compares remarkably well to any shower head by the major name brand manufacturers. I'm going to put a link down in the description to their website so that you can take a closer look at this and see and make a decision for yourself should you need to purchase this. I want to thank everybody for watching today. I really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you picked up a couple of little tips that will help you in your home repairs. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you in my shop on whatever project that I'm working on.